Originally, when we were buying houses left and right, and when I mean left and right, sometimes we were closing on, 12 houses in 3 months. We were working with a mortgage broker out of Alberta. We were bringing in joint venture partners, and the mortgage goes in the joint venture partner's name. And because we were very aggressively buying, we ended up with a challenge, meaning I think we bought 3 within a week. And so they started looking at us as maybe a little bit too aggressive, and so we had a challenge with the mortgage broker there. And I found out after that it wasn't actually our challenge, but it was their challenge, because they were aggressively helping a lot of investors. So I just kind of pulled back a little bit, and I thought, you know what? It doesn't look like I'm going to have a lot of success with the Alberta broker going forward, because we're kind of flagged as a little too aggressive. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to turn to a local mortgage broker who could maybe help us and be a little, he would be less aggressive. He'd done less with investors, and banks tend to notice that kind of stuff. So I met him at one of the real estate investment network meetings, and I was impressed with him because he was also a fellow real estate investor. I think it's very important when you're dealing with real estate that when you're dealing with a realtor, any of your power team, a realtor, an accountant, a mortgage broker, that sort of thing, that understands rental real estate, because it's a different ball game than buying a house, your own personal house, every 2 or 3 or 5 years. It's a totally different ball game. And so you need to have a mortgage broker that invests. So Dave invests. Dave Driver has his own rental properties. He understands what it takes from a lender perspective to build a real estate portfolio, not just buy a house once every year, once every 2 or 3 years. Another reason I like dealing with mortgage brokers is they hit your credit once, and then they find you the best deal. So they do the shopping, so I don't have to go meet with this banker and that banker and this banker. And Dave knows us well enough now that we don't even have to meet with them. Everything's done through email. Even with the joint venture partners, he might meet with the joint venture partner to actually sign off everything, but everything else is done through email and a phone call conversation, stuff like that. So I really like that about Dave. Very thorough, very detailed, and he gets things done. So when we know when we need a mortgage and we need to close and we've got a time frame, he can get it done for us.